Welcome, book.
What's going on, guys? Bet with the boys for our Sunday picks tomorrow, the 24th. But right now it's Saturday night, getting these picks out to you early. But man, what a day of college football. We are huge Tennessee fans, as you can see in his background. And we had some magic happen for us today. We were first team out, and Ole Miss fell to Florida. The only time I'll ever root for Florida, but they came through. And I don't like to say 4-1, but Ole Miss lost. So that's how I'll phrase it. But it's a great day. And
Yes, sir.
Colorado and BYU got beat, right?
BYU did get beat. Actually, all right. So we're pretty close to going 2-1 on the channel. We got Auburn. That's the final game finishing up. We're sitting at 1-1. Auburn's up 21-0 on A&M. So, uh, bearing a disaster, we're good on that and go 2-1. We did lose the Indiana game. I mentioned to you in the video yesterday. Like, if we get this Indiana game, I'm pretty sure we can sweep. But
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, at worst, we're going to go 2-1.
Yep. And that's why I wanted to emphasize don't parlay the picks because, 2-1 is a great day. So,
Yeah, I agree. We were 18-8. We did lose two on Friday night. Unfortunately, I made it 18-10, two wins. We're at 20-11 or 20. Is that right? 20 and
no.
11.
Yeah. Yeah. If we win these Auburn game, we'll be 20-11. Yep.
Yeah, still a pretty good run. About two wins to every one loss. So we'll take that. And like you said, what a background. Sometimes you just got to turn around and look at it. Uh, Mississippi State, we never root for the Gators, but we did today. And as long as we don't get upset by Vandy, we're in.
Yeah. And who knows if Indiana is going to get in? They got thumped in their first real test. So, who knows?
I don't think they should.
I don't either, but
So,
we'll have to
anyway,
figure that out when it gets to it. I just want Tennessee to have a home game. So even if Indiana still gets in, I'd love for them to come down to Neyland and us play Indiana.
yeah, that'd be great. I'm surprised that Ohio State didn't keep it closer just to try to get Indiana in. I thought that would have been a good strategy because now, if you're letting in another SEC team, well, if you're letting in another SEC team, you're dealing with equal to better talent. So,
I was talking to a guy at Tanger Outlets today, and he was a South Carolina fan. And he was talking about how there's a way for his team to get in. I'm like, I was nice to him, but I was like, yeah, you're not getting in, bro. Like,
well, I feel bad for South Carolina fans, but not too bad, because they screwed us a few years ago with the play calling thing, wearing wristbands on defense, and they had some insider information. Go back and watch the Connor Stallions video for that. But they don't have a bad resume, man. They beat like six top 40 teams. They do have three losses, so I can see how they're not going to get in. But losing to Bama by two, and then I mean they had some pretty good wins in there as well. So
yeah, they also have Auburn or not Auburn, Clemson as their last game of the year. So
which they'll beat.
yeah, so that could be like 4 or 5 top 25 wins, but that 3 losses, man, it's a tough year.
Is SMU the best team in the ACC, or you think Miami is?
Oh man, I would say that Miami probably has more talent. So I guess Miami.
Okay.
I don't know though.
That,
I mean, it's close.
yeah. ACC is just not very good, to be
No, it's
honest.
not.
But like we said, I think South Carolina would probably beat any team in the ACC
I agree with
as
that.
as like the sixth best team in the SEC. A
Yeah.
little bit SEC homerism. Is that a word or is that a bad word? But
Nah, I think it's a word.
homerism. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. But we're here today, blessed to talk about Week 12 of the NFL slate. I about said playoffs, but it's not
Yeah.
that.
Not yet. But before we get into that, please do like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. Almost at 2.1 thousand, otherwise known as 2100. So if you are watching and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so.
Yes, sir. Also, if you want to take a step further, support the channel. 2.99. It's less than a Starbucks coffee, or if you're a Dunkin' fan, which You know, we don't speak of those people very highly around here, but $2.99 a month is less than a cup of coffee at both of those. Starbucks is the A team when it comes to coffee.
It is.
Not sponsored.
If you do drink Dunkin', feel free to join the Hall of Fame member. But we don't, you know, we don't think you're as smart. But you know, to
Yeah.
each their own. If you're a Yankee, that's fine.
And we're not sponsored by Starbucks, but we should be. This episode is actually powered by Starbucks. I got me a coffee just an hour ago, actually.
I actually had two today. I got up early, so I needed the fuel.
Nice.
Yep.
It's the only way to do it, Dan Campbell style. All right, we're gonna get into the picks today, unless you want to waste some more time.
No, I'm good. I
We
think we
always, we
wasted
always,
enough.
yeah, we always try to extend these videos. Got about 6 minutes of wasted time, but without further ado, Chiefs laying minus 10.5 on back-to-back road spots against the Panthers here. The Panthers are. Let me get my notes out. The Panthers are coming back from London, Germany, wherever they were. I think it was London, where they beat the Giants. Coming off back-to-back wins, the Panthers are. Chiefs are in a look-ahead spot with the Raiders on Black Friday. One of the best things the NFL has ever done. Having football the day after Thanksgiving. So you got a day dedicated to eating and football, and that's pretty awesome. And then followed up by a day of, I guess it's for the women, you know, Black Friday shopping, getting the deals. Anything marked with a deal on it, the women are going to buy. And then the men get to celebrate by some more football. So
Yeah, get yourself a nice turkey sandwich from the previous day and watch some football.
nothing like
But
those heated up leftovers.
yeah, what's your thoughts on this?
All right, so the Chiefs do not cover big numbers well at all. Panthers are coming off the bye week, extra time to prepare for this. They're actually not very far behind their division. Like they're only a few games back from winning their division. I think they're like 3 games back, which is crazy.
Yeah,
But I mean, everything points to taking the Panthers, but you know, I just can't do it. So I'll be on the Chiefs here. It's not going to make the card or anything, no official pick, but I'm going to go with the chalky favorite, Chiefs minus 10.5.
yeah. This seems like the spot that everybody is kind of, you know, the book's out on the Chiefs. They don't cover big numbers. Uh, Panthers coming off back-to-back wins. It does seem like a perfect spot to bet the Panthers, but I'm in agreement. I think the Chiefs, even though I think I'm 0 for 160 betting the Chiefs to cover a spread.
Yeah.
So take that with a grain of salt, but I am also with the Chiefs minus 10.5.
Yeah, it's all right. We don't ever lock these games up really, so I won't make the card. Next up, we got a pretty good game here. We got the Vikings minus 3.5. The Bears. I'll let you touch on this one first.
Yeah, so Bears coming off another heartbreaking loss to the Packers last week. They really should have won that game. Got a field goal blocked. I mean, imagine losing a game on a tipped Hail Mary by your own guy who was taunting the fans before that, and then a blocked field goal. That's two tough ways to lose. But I do think the Bears are kind of done at this point. Caleb Williams played a little bit better last week, but yeah, I think I'm going to take the Vikings minus 3.5. I actually like that 4 points. I think this could be like a 24-20 game, 20-16, something like that.
All right. So you're going with the Vikings minus 3.5, right?
Yeah, I'm going with the Vikings. And if you want to sprinkle a little bit to win exactly by 4, feel free.
So the Bears, I'll agree with you, have not responded well to bad losses. The Packers kind of trolled them, saying that they knew that field goal was never going to go in. That's kind of the ultimate troll, you know, because
Mm-hmm.
field goals are pretty automatic. But especially the Bears kicker, Santos, he's been good this year.
Yeah.
So the Bears are in a little bit of a look ahead spot to the Lions. They play on Thanksgiving this year. Uh, Third straight road game for the Vikings, though. Got to take that into consideration. Teams historically have been terrible on third straight road games, and that's the spot we find the Vikings in. And I just don't know if I'm willing to lay the 3.5 right now with Sam Darnold playing as bad as he's played. The turnovers have been a problem. He's turned the ball over like 6 times in the last 2 games, and the Bears' defense is like their one strength, like the uh, pass defense. Like you don't throw the ball against them. Sam Darnold's been turnover happy. And then the Bears did fire Shane Waldron 2 weeks ago. they looked a little bit better. It was arguably Caleb Williams' best game as a Bear last week. He looked a lot better. I'll take the Bears here, plus 3.5 at home. They've lost like 4 straight. Time for them to turn it around a little bit.
Okay, I hear you. This is you, right?
Yep, Cowboys and the Commanders. Big spread here. And, I don't know if I can justify taking the points. The Cowboys play at Thanksgiving next week. They play against the Giants on Thanksgiving. I think that they're basically just looking ahead to this game and saying, we're going to chalk the season up and just get a win on Thanksgiving uh, for the home team. They're playing at home. So I think they're just going to be happy with taking the win against the Giants next week and going all in on that because it's pretty much a lost cause. CD Lamb was evidently reportedly in a rap video after the loss last week, at, out at the bar or something after that. Like, he's checked out.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush looks terrible. Anytime we bet on the Cowboys, actually, it was the kneecap trend betting against the Lions or fading the team that played the Lions the week of. And anytime you need Cooper Rush to make a play, it was like a strip sack waiting to happen. So big number, but I'm not scared of the points. I think Dan Quinn, this is a revenge angle for him against the Cowboys. I'll lay the 10.5.
Yeah, the Commanders have not looked as well since Jaden Daniels got that rib injury. He doesn't seem to be running, and as a pocket passer, he's not looked as dynamic. But like he said, the Cowboys, it seems like they've just given up. So yeah, I'm taking the 10.5 too. But I mean, it's a sad showing for the Cowboys. I thought they were going to be good this year, uh, but yeah, they just don't have any sort of running game. Dan Quinn's going to know pretty much what they're doing, and without Dak, I really don't think they have a hope.
Yeah, I think Dan Quinn was kind of the heartbeat of the Cowboys, kept them motivated, and they're just not responding well since he's been gone. Plus, they're kind of tanking for the draft pick. So
Getting Travis Hunter,
now getting Shador and then bringing on Dion.
nah, they just signed Dak to the highest paid quarterback contract of all time, and it's not even kicked in yet. It doesn't even kick in until next year. So if they drafted Shador and cut Dak or traded Dak, they would have $60 million in dead cap.
They're going to have to do something, man. McCarthy's not working.
Oh, they're definitely not bringing him back.
He has a terrible record as an underdog, straight up. So I don't think there's going to be an upset here.
Yeah, and as far as hiring coaches, I really don't know if there's anybody left in that Shanahan McVay tree. I think they all are head coaches now.
Yeah, you might have to bring in Bill Belichick at this point.
Yeah.
All right. Commanders minus 10.5 is my
I
pick.
think I actually do think they should hire Vrabel.
Yeah, they could. He was working with the Steelers. No, he was working with somebody.
The Browns.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I knew it was an AFC North team.
Yep.
Patriots and Dolphins.
All right. So Dolphins have been playing much better since they got Tua back. That offense, he really is the linchpin to that whole offense. I think it's a very complicated offense. A lot of different motions, a lot of different check with me's at the line of scrimmage. But I don't really have to think about this too much. I'm going Dolphins minus 7.5.
It's a coin flip for me. I really couldn't tell you. I don't think Tua was playing that great, making good decisions. Drake Mays actually looked like the best rookie quarterback. I know they're saying Jaden Daniels is, and I don't know, man. I just think Drake Mays looked pretty good himself. Spark for that offense. Like you said, this is the spot where you want to take the Dolphins, but the Patriots have kind of been pesky. I'm going to go against you here and just go Patriots plus 7.5. No real confidence on that game.
Also, I heard a stat. The Patriots have not won at the Dolphins. I think it's their what? Oh man, it's something crazy. Like they've only won 7 times or something. It's a crazy number. The Patriots almost never beat the Dolphins in Miami. I should have had that stat written down because I forgot it, but it's an alarming number, especially when you consider Tom Brady and Bill Belichick being at the Patriots for a long time.
Yep, I could believe that. Titans and the Texans, 7.5 here. The Titans are horrendous. I'm going to go with the Texans here, minus 7.5. I've got no real handicap on this game other than the Titans The Texans defense has been pretty good, and I'll expect them to turn the ball over in this game. Give me the Texans minus 7.5.
It's interesting. Two back-to-back 7.5 point spreads, and we are on the opposite sides of both. I'm going with the Titans division matchup, just like the previous game, but I do believe in the Dolphins a little bit more than I believe in the Texans right now. As crazy as that sounds, it just doesn't seem like their offense is clicking, firing on all cylinders. The Titans are atrocious, but I think they can keep it close. They do have a really good defense. And with the Texans' offensive line struggles going against a good defense, even if the Titans put up, 10 points, I think they can keep it close enough.
Yeah, you make a good point, but it's the special teams that worry me. They get a punt blocked every game.
Yeah, they do.
Seriously, man. They lead the league in punts blocked, and it always results in a touchdown. I've noticed that's the one
Yeah, it's
thing
not a good
Vegas.
thing to lead the league in.
Yeah, I've noticed like that's the one thing that hurts us betting with Vegas more than anything is like a special teams play.
Yeah, it does.
All right, guys. Lions and the Colts here. I think we're probably going to disagree on this pick, but I'm on the Colts here. I think this is a look ahead to Thanksgiving. Lions always playing Thanksgiving. Um, it's really scary to pick against the Lions, and it probably won't make the card out of fear, but I'm going to go with the Colts plus 7.5 here. I just think it's a look ahead, in my opinion, and Colts can keep it close. Anthony Richardson did have a good week last week. Maybe he's figured some things out. I think he got suspended, not benched, and yeah, I'll go with the Colts plus 7.5 here.
It's Anzalone for the Lions, right?
He's out.
Yeah, he is out against the running quarterback. He usually plays that spy role for the Lions. Um, oh man, I don't know though. I mean, the Colts are desperate. They have to win this game to keep that hopes for the playoffs alive. But I mean, I just can't do it. I can't. I was trying to rationalize it in my head, but the Lions have just been beating everybody's butt. So I'm going to take the Lions.
They really have. Dan Campbell wants to go out and beat you by 50, but I don't know. I just feel like this is a. I don't know. All the money's on the lines. Obviously, they're a public team. Public versus Sharps here. That's why I'm going with the Colts.
Fair enough.
Yep. All right. Bucks and Giants.
Finally, a spread that's not 7.5. That was three straight.
Yep.
Bucks -6 versus Giants. You got Tommy DeVito. I'm going with the Giants +6. Not that I believe in DeVito that much, but that backup quarterback bump, it seems to work. I don't know why, but it's a trend that hits more often than not. So I'm just going to ride with it. I'm going Giants +6.
Yeah, I've got that wrote down in my handicap as well. I'm actually on the Giants +6 here too. Uh, DeVito is 2-0 in the state of New Jersey as a professional starter. The Bucks are catching a lot of the money here, and I do not want to be on that side. Even though Mike Evans might come back in this game, he's still questionable.
Yep.
Hopefully, he does because he's on my fantasy team. But yeah, the backup quarterback bump here, and then I expect the Giants' defensive line to get after Baker a little bit.
It's fair.
Bucks
Yeah.
Bucks are coming off a bye week though, but the Giants just lost to the Panthers. So
Yeah. Yeah, I like Tommy Cutlets in this situation.
yeah. All right. Broncos -6 versus the Raiders. It's a little division revenge game here. Um, the Broncos gave it to them last time, but I just think the Raiders have fallen too far. I think they get back up on the horse today. The Bronco conquer it, and they raise the torch while they're riding the Bronco. The Broncos have overperformed. They've looked great, but I think the spread's just gotten out of control a little bit. So give me the Raiders +6 here.
Yeah, this is a 2.5 point spread, what it should be. But the Broncos, like you said, are riding high. Bo Nix coming off a 4 touchdown game, probably his best game as a pro. Well, definitely his best game as a pro. I mean, he looked unbelievable stats wise. But yeah, I think I'm going with the Raiders here. I don't really think there's that big of a difference between Gardner Minshew and Bo Nix at this point. Um, yeah, I think that if this was a couple weeks ago, you would have said this is a -2.5 for the Broncos being on the road in Las Vegas, so I'm on your side as well. Raiders +6.
Yeah, maybe that pass rush can get to Bo Nix a little bit. He had a pretty clean pocket last week against the Falcons.
Yep.
The 49ers and the Packers, 5.5. What do you think about this spread?
Well, it's interesting because Bosa and Brock Purdy are out. I'm going with the Packers -5.5. This is a lock of the week for me, potentially. I think the Packers at home, um, backup quarterback bump. It's not like they bench Purdy for playing bad.
You
It's
smell that?
huh?
You smell that?
What
Revenge game, dude.
for who?
For the Packers.
Oh, playoffs last year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think the Packers take this one and take it pretty easily and almost eliminate the 49ers from the playoffs. This is a must win, and I forgot the name of their quarterback, but he is not what you want as a backup quarterback. Is it Brandon Allen? Is that their backup?
I don't know. It's not Sam Darnold. Is it
Yeah, I
not
think
Josh
it's
Dobbs?
no. Surprisingly,
Okay. Yeah, that is surprising. This spread, I saw it a few days ago at -3, and I wish I could have got that here. We're doing this video the day before, and it's already 5.5 Packers. The 49ers lost to Seattle last week. Brock Purdy, like you said, his shoulder's hurt, so he might not be 100%. I think the books know something here. Revenge game for the Packers. I'm going Packers -5.5. If can Jordan Love please not throw a pick in this game?
no, he cannot.
Dude, he can't help himself, man. He just can't help himself.
Has he thrown a pick in every game
Every
since that
single
playoff
game.
game? Yeah, I think
Every single game.
I think since that playoff game against San Francisco, including that game, he's had at least one pick in every game.
Lee, man, stop turning the ball over.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't turn the ball over. Give me Packers here -5.5.
Yep.
Revenge spot, baby. All right, Cardinals -1 versus Seahawks. I've got to do good here. Like I've got to do my best not to overthink this. Right? I mean, the Cardinals, way better team, way better. Why would I not go with them? This is one of I always have a do you watch football moment of the week. And this is it, man. I just don't think this Seattle team is that good. They beat the 49ers last week. Gino running all over the place. Nick Bosa was gone in that game. I don't think they win this game if Nick Bosa's on the field. But Seattle, just coming off that win, I don't trust them. I don't think they're good. They had like their center retire midweek. And their defensive line's horrible. It just seems like they aren't good in the trenches here. I just don't know why the Cardinals are getting so disrespected. Maybe I'm getting trapped into this, but this is possibly lock potential for me. I've got it circled on my card with a lock question mark beside it.
We've been in lockstep on this Seahawks team the whole year. If you're getting trapped, I'm getting trapped right there with you. Because when Seattle was 3-0, I believe we were both like, "This is the worst undefeated team left." I do not think they're that impressive. They're just the definition of mid. They're an average team, and right now that division is so jumbled. This could really give the Cardinals a huge, you know, separate themselves because if the 49ers lose and the Seahawks they get beat by the Cardinals, this could set the Cardinals up to win the division, which would be kind of cool. I'd like to see the Cardinals win that division because it's been the Rams and the 49ers for the past 5 years owning that.
Is it just me or is Gino a little bit loose with the football?
I just think he's fine. He's not good. He's not bad. He's not as bad as everybody thought,
Trick
but he's
question.
all,
He leads the league in interceptions.
yeah, he definitely has been
He's
turning the ball over.
tied with Mahomes, I think, with 11.
That's a lot. Dang.
Yeah.
Not realize that it was that many.
Yeah, I think I don't know what I'm missing here. Why are they 1 point favorites? Feels
Yeah,
like I'm getting trapped. Cardinals lock.
I agree. I think this could be a lock for us. Yeah.
Yeah. Might end up on a consensus pick. All right. Eagles -3 at the Rams. This is the Sunday night game, 8:20. I think it's you.
What a fantastic game. I know the Rams, their record doesn't show it, but ever since they got Puka Nakua and Cooper Cup back, that offense has been clicking. Um, the Eagles have looked strong all year. Saquon, huge addition, been working perfectly. not making Jalen Hurts be a Superman. Saquon could be the MVP this year if they didn't have the brotherly shove. Because I think there's been 9 times that Saquon was tackled at the 1 yard line, and they ran it in with Jalen Hurts. So, I mean, yeah, he's having a crazy year. Oh man,
Devontae Smith is out for this game.
yeah, that's big.
Yep.
That could be the reason I go with the Rams here. Maybe I just am overly confident in the Rams. I just believe in them. But yeah, I'm going with the Rams +3.
Eagles trying to keep up with the Lions here. They need this game to get first place in the NFC. I'm going to get cute on this one too, though. 8-2 Eagles -3 against the Rams. I'm going with the Rams here too. I think too many weapons. Arguably, the corner for the Eagles, Mitchell, has been playing really good ball and locking down some players though. But I just think they got 2 stud receivers in Puka and Cooper Cup. It's going to be a lot for them to handle. And then you get Kyron Williams going with Matthew Stafford slinging the ball. He might throw a pick, but I'm going to go with the Rams here to cover. I saw this number was Eagles -2.5 on FanDuel, which makes me think the Rams. So maybe I'm getting cute on this one, but I'm going Rams.
Yep, I like it.
All right, and then this game right here. I I think a lot about this game right here. We got Harbaugh versus Harbaugh. It's gonna be a great game. The Ravens -2.5. The books are just screaming at you. Take it. We'll probably do this pick individually on Monday night, so I'm not gonna lock it up or anything. We'll have more on this on Monday. But
Yeah.
off the top of my head, I'm going Chargers +2.5. You're supposed to take the +2.5. Chargers have been playing some good defense. I know they struggled last week, gave up some points to the Bengals, but Chargers are playing good football. I'm going Chargers.
I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen 2 teams more similar. Both Harbaugh's coaching, both great quarterbacks leading the way, solid running games. They actually both have fullbacks, and the Chargers' offensive coordinator is Greg Roman, who was the Ravens' offensive coordinator for uh, many years. I think it's been the second year now that they've got a new offensive coordinator in Baltimore. Um, they do have the edge at running back, though, I do believe, with Derrick Henry. Um, mm, I'll go Ravens, but I could see the Chargers. I don't know. This is a toss-up game. Very similar teams, but I think the Ravens are more established. The Chargers do have a better defense. I might be waffling back and forth on this one. I'm gonna.
Don't get trapped. It's Chargers, dude.
Yeah, I kind of can't go with the Ravens.
They're gonna have a formula for Lamar and Derrick Henry.
But are the Ravens going to drop to 7-5?
You do want to back the Ravens off a loss, but
Yeah.
dude, I think they're just screaming earlier, give Lamar the MVP, and then things have changed, dude.
I don't know why I'm having. I think it's just because they're the same team. So you know what? If it's 2.5, I'm going to go ahead and take the Chargers. But I would just take them on the money line. Screw it. It's a pick 'em.
I like it. All right, that concludes the slate for most of Sunday and then one game on Monday. Time for our lock and consensus play. So tell me what you want to do here with this Cardinals game. Do you want to go lock for me or do you want to go consensus?
Well, my lock is going to be the Packers versus the 49ers. If you want this to be your lock, that's perfectly fine with me. I'm not exactly sure what our consensus is going to be.
I feel like it's got to be this Cardinals game.
Yeah, but what's your lock then?
I will find it.
Are we both on the Rams, or did you pick the Eagles?
I'm so close to making this Bears game +3.5 a lock. They are on their third road game. Not a good spot for them. I'm not going to take this as a lock because it's too scary to bet against the Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with. My bad, I had this. I'm going with the Bears +3.5 as my lock.
Okay.
At home. I think Sam Darnold's just going to turn the ball over. And then the Bears have some momentum going, firing Shane Waldron. Caleb Williams is actually looking better. So.
Okay. So that's your lock. The 49ers, Packers -5.5 is my lock. and the consensus is Arizona versus Seattle.
Yep.
Taking the Cardinals -1.
Like we said, do your research on this game. We might be getting trapped, but like I told Jake, I watch football, and I don't know how in the world this is a 1-point spread.
I guess just the 12th man in Seattle.
They're not that good at home this year either.
Yeah, not like they used to be. So, all right. Well, that's our 3 picks then. The Bears +3.5, the Packers -5.5, and the Cardinals -1.
Yep. We're taking 2 favorites and a dog, and always on Sunday we add another pick. So 3 picks already for watching the video, and 1 coming tomorrow. So look out for a short.
All right. Yeah, guys, enjoy this last part of the college football day. Still some good games going on right now, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes, sir. See y'all later. These aren't parlays; these are straight bets, by the way.
Absolutely.